Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Six Ashes. It is the last day of winter. It is our last day on the non-farming agency version of this map, and we're going to give our horses a bit of a clean start off with. I've given them both a ride today, so they're both rare and ready to go. They've got enough straw and hay and feed and things. So, yeah, they're all good. We're going to head back down to our copse of woods today. It's going to be our last day doing the wood cutting and doing the wood chips so that we can see how much we should make. We hopefully will get a couple of loads. That is the aim for today, is to get a couple of loads off that. And I think our horses are done. Let's have a look. Daily riding, health, cleanliness 100%. And cleanliness 100%. All good. So, yeah, let's head down to our tractors. And so here we are down at our copse, down in our woodland. We've got a tree. Yeah, so we've still got some of this tree left. We're going to create, we're going to do that. We need to try and push this with our front loader back to somewhere where we can actually work on it. But majority of our tree is good. So what I'm going to do is unhook the 5,000 from here. Now somebody said in the comments last time that we can check how much is in this trailer with our Wopster. So I'm going to give that a try. Oh yeah, it does. Look at that. It tells me... Okay, so it tells me how many wood chips, not how full it is. But we know that holds 6,000. So we're about half full on that trailer so far. Which should be good. We should be able to fill this trailer... Actually, we should be able to fill this trailer just with what we have here. We've got plenty left with this tree. If we can push this tree back to somewhere where we can actually work it. So just grab that. Wow. Right. We might be able to turn it then. Let's... Oh, not down low enough. Get right down. Just use that to push it around. Now we don't have, interestingly, we don't own that bottom bit of land, so I think we can only cut it up to, about here-ish. So if we cut it here, that gets rid of the top of it. Absolutely perfect. Good. This is a good start. We are in a position where we can get our tree done. We can get the rest of this cut. We will probably get a second or a first trailer done pretty quickly here today to get this wood out. I think the top half of that tree will probably go straight in as well. But I'm not going to start up the other tractor until we have, till we've finished slicing this wood. So connect that. Connect that. Just going to lift it up, and just pop it here. So we're going to give ourselves a little bit more space. Turn it on. Let me say this is a bit loud last time. I think they were referring to this actually, because that, for me, that's quite quiet, that bit. Up and let's start chopping wood again. So we should be on about 160,000 off today, I think. We're looking at making about 10,000 from these logs. That is not on there. Getting that in the right position. Okay. Just taking the end off. We need to position these logs better on here if we're going to get a good amount. Let's turn my walking speed down. get a better cut on this. I don't know why these aren't sitting here in here quite so well. We've had them sit in here better than this. Right there. Maybe we can turn it like this. Like that. We can position this in better. Like that. There we go. And chop it. Much better slice. So we've got a few more of these to do. I think we've got about 5 or 6. And then we need to go and cut the next few. And maybe we'll be able to get these in. Or maybe we might have to just do this the other way. That was too much of a slice on the other side. We're wasting wood doing it this way at the moment. If we don't get these positioned right, we do just end up losing sections of wood off the side rather than actually getting. So there was some way to pull it closer to you. Because that again is right on the side. That should be in there. Ah! I forgot to drop it down. That should be in there. But it isn't. That's just weird. Depth perception on this is really difficult. Because that looks like, again, that looks like it's in there. I think that's in there. And that did slice it better. But yeah, depth perception, not a strong thing here. The last one, I think I thought I'd finally got my eye in, but I'm not so sure. It's also the angle that you drop these at. Because that looks like it's massively above it. You actually have to force it down onto the thing or it doesn't work. And the trouble is, most of the time it doesn't sit in the right place. That is pretty much perfect though. So split that log and I'm happy with that. So turn this tractor off for now. Turn this one on. And start up our wood chipper. That is much noisier. And then we can start chucking the logs in. Turn, chuck it through. So one more, I think, and we'll check how much we've got. That did put a little bit more on here, but 5,700, so this will go in nicely as well. There we go. Might get all of this in, I don't know. We're not far off. The trouble is, it costs us every time to use our lobster. So it eats away at our money. 6,000, there we go, full trailer. Let's turn this off. Disconnect our other tractor. And then we can go and tip our first load of wood chips for today. So it's been really, really profitable. I am going to sell this woodland off beginning of the next game day when we switch over. We want the money. We need the money back from this, and we'll be getting into our springtime setup. I have no idea if our weather and our temperature and everything will last into the updated save. So looking at this now, the temperature is going to be fairly low the next game day. I mean, it's going fairly decent. Sort of 9 degrees to the start of the new year. But, and the big but is, that may change as we switch over to the Farming Agency edition of this map for our second year on it, and get our new farm set up and get everything going, especially as we now have the snow coming in. Absolutely brilliant. Ground is -1, so if this is prolonged, we may end up with a bit of snow on the ground. But again, that could very easily disappear, and probably will disappear going forwards. I've never done that before, actually. Done a conversion of a save game to an updated map where I've got snow on the ground, because you tend to lose all your tipping piles and things like that. So anything we have like that kicking around, we need to put that in a trailer anyway. And I think we've got a few oats that we might end up putting in this trailer or in the bucket while we're doing the transfer. But it means that any snow that we had would probably disappear come a second game day like that. Can't get this turned around there. Let's bring this up here. I've tried that before and gone horribly wrong. There we go. Let's get this back. A little bit of snow in the trailer now. But we'll get this back and we'll get more wood chips into it. Should put some in immediately. And I don't think we're going to need to hook this tractor back up to our log splitter again for a while, because we're in a pretty good position. I'm wondering actually if any of the land we're going to be buying has woodland on it, because that would be really great for the end of the second year to make more money and to get us going. Yeah, because we kind of don't want to do it with this woodland going forward. I have no idea if these trees will return in the new game save as well, of course. That's another possibility. The trees we've cut just reappearing. It all depends on how I get the update done. Right, and oh, yeah, we did have some in there. 139 litres sitting in there. Right. There we go. And turn this on again. Get it started again. Get this last couple here. I'm trying to remember if we have all this equipment or whether we load it. Which have we done? Is this leased? Yes, so the Hyzo mat, that is leased. The log splitter is leased as well. We'll probably end up buying those outright, actually, for year 2. We should have the money to do that. So let's see if we cut a section off this. Is this stuff now thin enough for us to just put straight into our chipper? Yep, that will now go straight into the chipper. It's filling the cab, but yeah, the rest of this tree now, we don't need to worry about that, and we can just cut these logs into lengths that we can feed in. It's a fairly simple thing to do, and we can cut them a bit longer. Ooh, really? Right, hopefully. Oh, it's too. They don't have access to this land. Since when? That's weird. There must be a slither of land sticking into there. Let's see if we can pick that up. We can pick that up. Good. So that will be the first long bit that we actually know. Trying to get that in there will be a pain. So we'll just grab some short bits, feed them in. And hopefully this will give us a second lot, or a second trailer lot. Would be brilliant off this tree. Otherwise, we're going to have to cut another one. There we go. most of this tree now in. Otherwise, yeah, we're log splitting and cutting another tree. Although, actually, if we pick a smaller tree, it should be alright. We should get away with it. That is filling up nicely. I don't think there is enough tree left here, though, to fill us another train. We filled a lot of it. We've got a lot of it. I don't know, actually. How full is that? 3,800. So yeah, we're only about 60% full. And we've only got this much of the tree left to go. So we will take another one. But we might take one of the smaller ones. Be over 150,000 though. That is very good news. I'm going to turn the tractor off, and I need to select another tree to take. It has some very tall ones in it. Actually, this one I think is a good one to take. I'm going to take it into the woods like this. Like so, and hopefully... Hopefully this hasn't fallen onto land that is that we can't do anything with. We'll see as we clear it off. Yeah, that's actually that is completely in the woodland. So that is perfect. Right, let's chop a chunk off here. I don't think. Yeah. We can't easily do a slice down the middle. Somebody did suggest that the better way to do it was with this, but I don't think I don't think this is going to get in here. That is too big. Right. So disconnect our trailer. Just check quickly. Yeah, 3,900. We have space for 2,000 more liters. We need to get the log splitter to work. So we'll get all of this split, I think, first. And then what we can do is just keep creating wood chips until we get a full trailer. And then hopefully get most of a trailer again. That would exceed our expectations for today. To get 30,000 on here. That would be huge. Right, that is started up, and we can split some more logs. And hopefully, make a lot more wood chips. I don't know if it's the bigger logs with this new tree, or what it is, but I found it a lot easier to split these logs than I did at the end of the previous tree. They're just splitting so much nicer and so much more easily for me, and they just sort of fall into place on the splitter as well. So you can see now that we're splitting a lot more right down the middle rather than taking edges or sides or bits like that off. And I think we should have enough now to finish off this trailer. So let's get that one in. We'll split this one and then we'll stop this tractor. Yeah, I think it's something to do with the larger size of logs, because now that I'm getting smaller ones on here, they're not fitting quite so nicely. But yeah, that's done. Well, let's turn that off. And turn the tractor off, and then we can turn this tractor on. Turn on our wood chipper. Ship this. Hopefully, this will be very nicely, and we can make a nice load of money off this. And yeah, I think we might even get 3 trailers pulled through today. be really good, and that would give us nearly 170,000 from here. That's more than enough for us to buy what we want to buy. Plus, we've got a couple of places to sell. For example, the BGA, we don't immediately need next year, so we should be able to earn. We earned the money this year to get it. We should be able to earn the money again to rebuy it next year if we sell it and then use that money to expand our farm. Are we going to make as much money year 2 on this as we made on year 1? Because we made a lot. And we made a surprising amount of money year 1 on this match. And it's going to be really interesting contrasting that with year 2 to see exactly where it will lead us and how well off we should be. That is looking very cool. How full is our trailer? 5,844 litres. So yeah, we've got enough here. I think that's done it. Because no more has come out of that. Yeah, 6,000 litres, absolutely perfect. Let's drop this tractor off. Disconnect this. There we go. Right. Round we go. Yeah, so we've got a load of tree there left. We've got a load of split logs left. It might be enough for one more trailer. And one more trailer is going to be, yeah, another 10,000 on top. And so we're looking at about 170,000 here. To go into year 2, having established our farm, got our horses going. I think we're going to add 2 new horses in the new year and turn on, and then we're going to start using the horse contractor, or the horse helper, sorry, and that will take, so that'll give us 1,000. That should give us about 3,000 a day, but it's going to cost us about 1,200. So yeah. It's one of the horses, well actually the 2 new horses are almost to offset the horse helper. It does cost a fair amount of cash to use them. So we might get 5, actually. We could get 5 horses in total. So add 3 new ones and go from there. And I think that actually would be pretty good. We know we've got the feed for them. We know we can get the feed for them. And that would bring in the money, and then one of those horses would then offset the cost of looking after the other 4. 8,700 we are making less on this actually, so the 3rd trailer is going to be kind of necessary. The price of wood chips has fallen since we've done it, so I think we're only going to make about 168,000 if we can get 1 more load off here today, which I think we probably can. 300 litres were remaining in our wood chipper. Actually, no, we are not going to need to cut the log splitter, I don't think. I think we've split all the logs we need to. Remaining stuff, I think it's all going to be just straight in with any luck. Once you start getting, well, it's nice and round like that, it needs splitting. Once it starts getting sort of a more jaggedy edge, like the last ones we split, that begins to be the point where it will go in on its own. So we'll give one of those a test in a minute. Once we've got all of these in, we'll give that a test and see how well that's doing. That needs to come out. Should fill this trailer fairly quickly. I think. Yeah, that one in. One underneath there. Is there another one under there? Yep, there's a couple under here. Sometimes they hit by bushes. You can see with the size of this one going in, that very much fits in there. And that's the kind of size we're dealing with at this point. So it shouldn't require the log splitter anymore. Run over here, grab our next piece, and this will be our test. So if this one goes in fine, it should be alright. And yeah, that is now going in fine, so we don't need to split any more of these. And I'm going to get the field, oh sorry, I'm going to get the trailer filled up. We've got our first really long bit of wood here, and I actually think this might fill up rest of our trailer. Let's have a look at how full that is. Yeah, 6,000 litres. That's really impressive. We've still got tree left. We've not got a huge amount of tree left, but we still have some tree left. So maybe we will hit 70,000. Maybe we can get that last couple of long bits in, get that done, and the money made off that. Because we're gonna be not that far short of 170,000. I think we're gonna be at like 168, 900, 168, 700, maybe. Looking at how much we've got now, then we can also tip it like this. Yeah, there we go. Tip that in there. This little Ransom's trailer has been absolutely brilliant for this job. It's a good thing we've not had a massive amount of distance to go. 168, 800. 8,635 we made off that. So yeah, we will fill up the rest of this tree. It is now 3:10 in the afternoon. And this should now present us with 170,000, which is 10,000 more than we thought we were going to have. And again, we have about 237 litres. We're into the longer bits. Now, can we pick? Yeah, so it's not going to be a huge amount. It really isn't. These are bits I can pick up myself and get in there. So if we're lucky, we'll get half a trailer full. I'd settle, to be honest, for another couple of thousand, which would be about 1,000 litres in the trailer. If we can get that off this, that will be absolutely perfect. Right, that is our last piece of wood. Job is done, and we cleared a nice bit of area around this box. How much do we have in this? 1,200. Right, I am going to cut this tree here. It's not a very big tree. It will clear off the side rather nicely. Right. So. And because it's not an evergreen, you should get a few bits to sort of just chop. We may not. I think it's just branches. Right, and we can put this one in as well. Pick up the whole tree. Again, it tells you we don't have a huge amount of wood content in this. It is going in. It is filling up the trailer, or was filling the trailer slowly. There we go. How much is that giving us? 1,000. Wow, there was not a lot of wood in that tree. Take the other one that we've got kicking around here. If I can do this without getting the oh no, don't go that way. Because I cut that at an angle, it meant that it went like that. If we can do this without the log splitter, that would be good. Will we get... we cut... Oh no, we did. We did manage to clear off the whole tree. I think we should be able to lift up most of this. So if I cut it there... There... And... Okay. Hopefully we can lift the rest of this. Yes, we can. There we go. We actually don't need to split. Oh, we didn't need to take the branches off. As you see, we're doing that. Let's feed this nice long bit of wood in. Not actually produced any wood chips yet. In that goes. Yeah, trying to get a long bit of wood into there actually. It's feeding in like that one does. That has been a better amount of wood. And then we've got these two bits here. We cleared a nice area around this hole. That has worked pretty well for us. See it go up. Takes over 70,000 would be great. Right, last bit. 4 in the afternoon. That is a very, very nice amount of wood chips to finish off with, I think. Yeah, there we go. Another 4,000 litres. Let's go drop these off, and then we will return the hired parts of this, or the leased equipment, and get our tractors back to the yard. So how much is this going to make? This is hopefully going to make about 6,000. There we go, 5,700, 174,000 in total. That is a cracking amount. Really, really good amount. So I think the only stuff we actually own that's down here is this Ransom's trailer, and the 2 tractors. So we'll take this tractor back to the entrance, and then I'm going to return our 2 leased items, which is the wood chipper and the log splitter. And I really like that log splitter. I think what we'll do at the end of next year is, knowing how much that we can make off wood on here, if it holds, then we will probably try and get this set up again and make some more money during those few winter days where we're not going to be selling off crops and things. But we are now in a position where we can get our farm really nicely set up. So disconnect that and disconnect that, and then we will return the leased items, because doing this will allow us to easily get our tractor out of from that tree. So return that, yes, okay, and return that, yep. There we go. Nothing else around here. Everything else is done. 6810 still has half a tank. Oh, with our parking brake. And away we go. So for our first year on Six Ashes, this has gone extraordinarily well. I did not think that at the end of this first year I would have 174,000 in the bank. Be looking at own 2 tractors, because own 2 tractors and a trailer. Have a couple of horses running, which is good. And just generally be in such a great position that we are. We will get these back to our farm, and yeah, we are looking good for going into year 2. As I said, we are going to switch over to the farming agency edition of this map for year 2. We will be continuing, and the sky is the limit. We can now, we're going to be expanding our farm, getting some fields, opening up the arable side of what we do on here, and the sky is the limit. And here we are, our established farm at the stables. I'm very, very pleased with how this has gone. Let's get this down here. We will stop the other tractor. Just reverse this into here. Things can only get better from this point, I think. What challenges are we going to face in year 2? I don't know. But I look forward to them a lot. Because it's been a lot of fun doing this first year. We'll put this in the shed as well, along with this tractor. Did I say we've got... I think we've got... I know we must have used it. So yeah, we've got nothing on the ground. Everything is good. All of this should transfer across. So I'm very happy about that. And put that there. We will find a use for that ransoms trailer for year 2. Because I think any combine we get is going to give us more than 6,000 litres off 2 loads. So it's going to be a bit difficult. But that is that. That is where we're going to leave it. It is the end of our first year. I'm actually going to turn the light on here. Our horses are good. Things are only going to expand. And expand fairly quickly year 2. For now, though, this is where we're going to end. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.